What up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is the Marvel Legends Pulsecon exclusive Hellfire Club set action figure review. Before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Gotta give a big thanks to my newest sponsor, the great folks over at DMW All Things Marvel, for sending me this Hellfire exclusive set. Now with that said, welcome to the Hellfire Club. Ah yes, the one set I've been waiting for the most for Marvel Legends is finally here, and it looks incredible. You get this nice spot varnish gate with the Hellfire Club insignia in the middle. On the side, you get the same pattern with the logo. On the back of the box, it says the Hellfire Club on the top, and then you get the pictures of the figures in these picture frames, which looks exquisite. So Hellfire Club-like, I love it. Now let's open this set and see what's inside. So we'll start off by removing the sleeve at the bottom, and then it's Velcro right here in the middle, so we'll open that up, and oh yes, this is nice. Here we have a picture of Sebastian Shaw, then we have Jean Grey, the Black Queen, then on the other side we have Donald Pierce, the White Bishop, and then lastly Emma Frost, the White Queen. And this portrait looks freaking awesome, man. I have to find a way to get this framed. Now when you turn this around, you get this envelope that looks taped on the back of the portrait, so you could just easily remove this. Just open this up, there is a letter. And this is awesome. The letter is an invitation to the Hellfire Club. And on the bottom, you have signatures of Shaw, Grey, Frost, and Pierce. Then underneath that portrait are the figures laid out beautifully. So you have some accessories spreaded throughout. And what's awesome, once you remove the figures, you get this nice interior of the Hellfire Club mansion inside. It's a beautifully decorative display. I really love the picture frames on the sides with the bios. But the bios are not enough of a story to tell you who the Hellfire Club truly are. So that's where I come in to give you another 1-2 punch of the Uncanny Xmanny story time, and then we'll take a look at the figures. Enjoy. The Hellfire Club first appeared in Uncanny X-Men issue number 129 and was created by Chris Claremont and John Byrne. The Hellfire Club, a centuries-old organization originally created for the social elite in England during the 18th century, which was used for increasing status of influencing the economy, political matters, power, wealth, and indulge in their sexual excesses. Over time, the club evolved and expanded their ranks, including high-flying businessmen and women that spread branches beyond London in places such as New York, Boston, Hong Kong, Paris, San Francisco, and more. It is a cutthroat membership to be included in, as members are aware that any of its peers are willing to take their place to backstab, blackmail, or kill one another just so that they can increase their own status. Most members are born into the Hellfire Club, but if you had the status in the same magnitude like Tony Stark or Norman Osborn, you'd get a special invitation to get inducted. Inside the Hellfire Club, there's a secret group called the Inner Circle that's made up of mostly mutants. Named after chess pieces, Inner Circle members would take on titles of Black and White, and later on Red, Kings, Queens, Bishops, and Rooks. The highest power title of all is the position known as the Lord Imperial. Those who have any of these titles do not like to get their hands dirty most of the time, so they have their Hellfire guards do the dirty work for them. Sebastian Shaw killed many in his way to take the title of the Black King after his wife was killed. The Black Bishop Harry Leland introduced Emma Frost to the club, and once inducted, Shaw appointed Emma Frost as his White Queen. The cyborg Donald Pierce became the White Bishop, and Jason Wingard, aka Mastermind, formerly member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, joined as well, becoming the Black Rook. When Shaw took over manufacturing the Sentinels, he used the power of the club to try to recruit Jean Grey of the X-Men to become his Black Queen. The Hellfire Club tried to eliminate the X-Men, as the X-Men fought for coexistence between humans and mutants, whereas the club wanted a mutant-dominated world. Emma Frost was defeated in a mental battle with the Phoenix, which left her traumatized for several years. Jean was being manipulated by Mastermind, trying to turn the Phoenix to their side. The X-Men infiltrated the Hellfire Club and defeated them, but to no avail, as Phoenix turned on the X-Men. She got her revenge on Mastermind, driving him insane as the Phoenix left him in a catatonic state. However, the damage of mental tampering was already done, which transformed her into Dark Phoenix. Then the ancient sorceress Selene became the Black Queen, replacing Jean Grey. Fun fact, Storm was a former member of the Hellfire Club once. Also, Magneto and Sunspot were former leaders of the infamous faction. To cover the powers and abilities quickly for those who are in this set, Sebastian Shaw is an alpha level mutant whose power allows him to absorb all kinds of kinetic energy as well as electricity or magic directed at him and turn it into greater physical strength and speed. He can build up and store this energy, then release it whenever he chooses. The White Queen, Emma Frost, is an Omega class telepath who can transform herself into organic diamond form. However, her diamond form blocks her ability to use her telepathy, but in return, it grants her telepathic immunity to all but few telepaths. Her telepathy was once broken but repaired due to training with her cuckoos. The Black Queen, Jean Grey, as you already know, is an Omega level mutant with telekinetic and telepathic abilities who has gained near limitless powers as a recurrent host of the Phoenix Force. The second Black Queen, known as Selene, is the oldest living mutant, born 17,000 years ago, a psychic vampire who can psionically drain others of their life force energy, absorbing their essence into herself. Her ultimate goal is to become a goddess through the life absorption of other mutants. Lastly, Donald Pierce is a cyborg with superhuman strength, reflexes, and agility that's inhumanly fast. His cybernetic body can survive any kind of damage as long as his head is intact. A genius in robotics, cybernetics, and electronics, Pierce created an army of cyborgs out of low-life thugs and mercenaries and named them the Reavers, in which he became their leader. Alongside them, he has also assisted Wolverine's nemesis, Lady Deathstrike. In other media, the Hellfire Club has appeared in the X-Men 90s animated series, the 2008 Wolverine and the X-Men animated series. Also, they were the primary villains in the X-Men First Class live-action film with Kevin Bacon, who played Sebastian Shaw, and January Jones playing Emma Frost. Being one of the greatest X-Men factions of all time, the Hellfire Club have appeared in a total of 1,095 issues. So let's take a look at the Hellfire Queens first. We have Jean Grey, Emma Frost, and Selene Gallio. They all share the same sculpt with different paint apps and a few different pieces such as the head sculpts and the capes. Let's waste no time and jump right into the most anticipated figure out of this set, Emma Frost. Now, taking a close look at Emma Frost, she came out absolutely stunning. Just stunning, enough said. Really love the blue eyeshadow they gave her right there, so that looks good. And the lipstick color, so the makeup looks really good. Love that classic White Queen short hairstyle, so it's just stunning, man. Then you get the cape right here with the fur sculpted on, and you get this, what's supposed to be, I guess, a diamond or ruby painted in blue. So that looks good. The cape came out really nice too. So as you can see, it has this nice flow to it. Looking at it at the front. And yeah, this is pretty much a new female body sculpt as far as the upper torso and lower torso part is concerned. The legs are from the, Odin Wave Scarlet Witch. Now, removing the cape off, let's talk about this torso here, because when it was first revealed, I was wondering how this torso would work as far as articulation. But looking at the sculpt first, you got this nice corset, and it's sculpted very nice. And it's an overlay piece, so it is, as you can see, a separate piece. I'm okay with that, because she'll get more range and articulation as it's a ball joint underneath. So that is really cool, you can pivot it, rock it around, and, up and down. So this probably works better than most female torsos, so I'm kind of happy with this. Well, not kind of happy, I'm really happy, as this is the busty Emma Frost we've always wanted in a Marvel Legends. Well, I don't know if you wanted it, but I can only speak to myself. I know I wanted it because I wanted a comic accurate Emma Frost very badly, and comic accuracy is what I care about. The forearms and hands, we've seen this many times, so nothing new there. And you got the white underwear right there, the White Queen booty. And you got the flesh tone right here, and the thigh-high boots all in white. So it's a really nice color. And we have the heels. I know you probably don't like the heels, but it is comic accurate, so it was needed here. Then comparing it to the Emma Frost Walgreens alternate head, as you can see, that one had no makeup like the eyeshadow, but it had a darker lipstick color. The bummer is, if you don't like this paint job for some reason and you want to do a head swap, the skin tone is really off. As you can see, her face is darker than the rest of her body, and it doesn't really peg in all the way. Like, it is really, really tight. Now, taking a look at Black Queen Jean Grey, she looks absolutely incredible. Now, I know you guys are probably excited about Emma Frost the most out of this set. Don't get me wrong, she's the one I'm excited for the most too. But now having this in hand, I think this is a better head sculpt. I get this Adam Hughes kind of art vibe to it, and I absolutely love it. You get the eyeshadows in red, so the makeup is really good again on this one. The dark red lipstick looks really good, in the nice two-tone. Just everything, I love it, man. The bun right there at the top. Look at the head sculpt. You get some hair dangling down right there. I mean, wow, don't sleep on this figure. And she has a spiky choke collar right here, which you will see in the retro animated series Black Cat figure that they just recently revealed. So very nice addition here, and a nice reuse for that Black Cat figure. And then you have her black cape with the red rose right there, so that looks good. And it has this very nice flow to it on the back, and then looking at it from the front, again, another nice flow to it. And the rest of the body is the same as Emma, just painted in black, and just giving you a good look at that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now to cover accessories for the Hellfire Queens, you get Celine as an alternate head for Black Queen. You know, if you don't want to display your Jean Grey, you can display Celine as your Black Queen instead. And I gotta say, she looks good. A little cockeyed, but I think she still looks good. Got the pinkish purplish eyeshadow going on, that purple lipstick. Man, I love that purple lipstick. That's actually really sexy. I really like the hair sculpt. I like that jet black kind of hair we're getting right there. Very stringy, very straight, and with some, you know, waves at the bottom. And it looks to me that Celine and Shikla share the same face sculpt, especially with that smirk being identical. The only thing that sets them apart is that Shikla has that tiara sculpted on her forehead. Only thing is that this cape has a red rose and not a red ruby, which that's what Celine sports on her cape. Now, if you want to display these two at the same time, but you can't afford a second set, don't worry, I think I have a solution for you, because I would recommend putting the Celine head on the Emma Frost Walgreens exclusive body. I feel like this would be a great alternative. Now, with this cape, I'll let you know it was kind of hard to put this head on, and she doesn't really maneuver her head as well. Now, taking the cape off, I think she still looks good. Now, looking at them side by side, I think the neck might be a little too long for the Celine, and I think it looks a little bit better here. Continuing on with the accessories, Black Queen comes with 2 closed-fisted hands, 2 opened hands, 2 gripping hands, and her whip that she can hold with them. Nice and pliable. It's the same whip that came with the Black Cat from the Ultimate Goblin Wave. And you can loop it around and have her grip it with both her hands. That way you can capture that look like in the comics. And as I showed you before, Emma comes with the 2 opened hands. And the only other accessories she comes with are 2 closed-fisted hands. And if you want to see what the Walgreens exclusive long-haired Emma Frost looks like on this body, well, sorry to disappoint, but the skin tone doesn't match yet again. Now, to cover articulation for the Hellfire Queens, I mean, I'm just going to really cover one body because they're all the same, but I just want to show you how the different heads range. So with Celine, she only moves that far up. It does move that far down. It moves left, right, and some pivoting. With Jean Grey, she has the best range as she looks all the way up and all the way down, left, right, and you do get some great pivoting, and it rocks around. Emma with the cape on doesn't really look all the way up. It just pops. Sorry, y'all, I think that hit the camera, but anyway, the fur piece sculpted right there is definitely going to hinder the up movement. It looks down. It does look left and right, and it does pivot. However, without the cape, she does look further up, so that's a little better. So we'll just cover the rest of the articulation without the cape. So her arm moves that far up, down, it moves all around, shoulder swivel, you got the elbow swivel, and you got the single jointed elbows, you got the wrist swivel and a wrist hinge. Diaphragm joint moves that far forward, that far back. It does have this deep side to side diaphragm pivot, so that is very nice, and it rocks around, it swivels. Her legs move that far apart, it kicks up that high, kicks that far back. Her legs rock around, you got the thigh swivel, double jointed knees, but no heel to the White Queen butt. Her ankles move up that far, down that low, and she has that all-around ankle rockers. And now let's take a look at the leader of the inner circle, the Black King, Sebastian Shaw. And I gotta say, the head sculpt came out really nice. Now, he has this smirk going on, which looks cool, but I would have preferred a more stoic, more stern-looking Shaw. But this is still good, because the character still has those evil-looking smirks. And he has the mutton chops, man. They came out really good. I dig the mutton chops. You got some really thick eyebrows there. The eyes came out good on mine. I like the hairstyle here, the ponytail. You know, he's got the pink hair tie right here. So yeah, overall, it looks really good. Now to take a look at the rest of the body, you get this overlay jacket piece that's covering the regular suited body. So if I pop his head off, when I remove this ascot here, you can see that there's a hole right there where the tie would normally go. Now I was concerned that this overlay piece was going to hinder the torso articulation, but it really doesn't. It's actually pretty good, so I can bend them that far down and bend that far back. Yeah, that's pretty good. I do like the jacket. It looks really good. You get this nice blue color with some gold buttons right here on the side. And then the red vest or burgundy vest, that looks good, and you get some texture on it as well. Now for the arms, the shoulder and the bicep piece are borrowed from the Logan movie figure, so it gives it that muscular look, as Shaw is a pretty muscular guy. And you know, the normal suited bodies aren't really that big, but I guess they were depending on this overlay jacket to, you know, give it a little more beef. And then the forearms are new. You get the sculpted cuffs right here with the buttons, and you get these ruffles around the wrist. You get those normal suited body hands. And as for the rest of the legs, the crotch piece and the upper thighs are from the Nick Fury suited body. And then you get the rest that are new. So you get these pilgrim-like looking legs, and I think they look really, really good. They give them a lot more bulk on the thighs right there. You get the high socks, and you get the pilgrim-like shoes, so that looks really good, man. I do like how they look. Now for accessories, Shaw comes with 2 close-fisted hands, as he likes to throw down because he is a beast of a fighter. Really hard to beat this dude in a fist fight. And you can ask Hercules that because Shaw absolutely trashed him in a fist fight. Now I brought Hercules here out for a quick comparison because my good friend Aliska GB on Instagram, please follow her. She is one of the most amazing photographers out there. She did something that absolutely blew my mind. I saw her put the Shaw head on the Hercules body, and my God, this is perfect. Just like how Shaw looks without the shirt on, with the chest meat exposed. I mean, just picture this on this body. Well, it's not really gonna work because these legs are too small, but I feel like they could give us another Shaw like this. I mean, these pants can be easily worked around as regular, like, pilgrim looking like pants. They just probably would have to retool the lower legs. Hopefully Hasbro can give us a variant like this down the line. Then he comes with a Hellfire Club book, which looks really cool. So you get a nice burgundy color here with the Hellfire Club logo on it. That looks good. It's the same book that came with the Gray Beast. Now taking a look at Donald Pierce, I think the head sculpt came out really good, but I'm sorry, excuse me for laughing, but this dude looks like freaking Chef Ramsay to me. I mean, look at all those wrinkles on his forehead. Just feel like this dude's gonna yell at me any second. Where's the lamb sauce? Where's the lamb sauce? I'm sorry, guys. I just can't unsee it right now. It just looks so much like him. And you got the hair sculpt, which is good. And, off, you fat, useless sack of Yankee danky doodoo shite. Oh man, alright, I'm done talking about his head sculpt. And as for the rest of the body, he shares the same mold with Sebastian Shaw, just with a different paint deco. For accessories, just like Shaw, he has the regular suited bodied hands. You don't get an extra pair of fists, but the pair that it does come with, you can share it between Donald Pierce or Shaw, however you like. And I love these next set of hands. They gave him cyborg hands, which are freaking awesome. So that way, you know, he's gonna look real good with the Reavers. So good idea of reusing the Dr. Doom hands for this guy. Then he comes with a pistol that we've seen with the Sasquatch Wave Domino, and a blaster rifle that came with that same domino as well. And the set comes with a few additional accessories, like this Wolverine cowl that we've seen before. Then next up we get the Magneto helmet, which I really like, and I wish we got this to go with the unhelmeted Magneto. The only bummer is that there's this layout underneath, so you could tell it was removed from one of the helmets that were glued on the heads. So if you did wanted to put this helmet on this Magneto, it's just not gonna work. I even tried to put it on the Quicksilver head just as another option, and yeah, still doesn't work. I feel like it's meant for a more decorative display, such as what you see here, to make it look like he's levitating his helmet. This is an easy go-to display option. Now to cover articulation, just like I did with the Hellfire Queens, since they share the same body mold, so does Shaw and Pierce. So for the head movement, Donald Pierce will have more range looking up since he doesn't have the ponytail, you know, down, left, right, and it does pivot. With Shaw, because of the ponytail, he's only gonna look that far up. Still pretty decent though. His head looks that far down, left, right, and some pivot. His arm moves that far up. And can I get a little bit higher? Yeah, just a little bit. It moves down all around. Shoulder swivel, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in really good. Wrist swivel, wrist hinge. Ab crunch that moves that far forward and that far back. You got the waist swivel. His legs move that far apart. It moves that far up and that far back. You got his legs that rock around. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and no heel to the pilgrim butt. You got the calf swivel, you got his ankles that move up that far, down that low, and all around ankle rockers. Now for some comparisons, here is our classic white queen, Emma Frost, next to the Walgreens exclusive Emma Frost. And here is Emma Frost with her Cuckoos. And next up we have our Black Queens, Celine and Jean Grey, next to Storm, since Storm was once a member of the Hellfire Club. Here is Black Queen Jean Grey next to her Phoenix and Dark Phoenix personas. Here is Sebastian Shaw next to my Hellfire Club Magneto Kit Bash. Here is Pierce next to some Reavers. Here is the Inner Circle with some Hellfire Goons. Here is the Inner Circle next to Kingpin. Only reason why I put him here is to see if Leland can be done in this mold, because Kingpin looks to have parts that can be reused. Only problem is this would be too tall for Leland. Kingpin is 6'7" and Leland is 5'11". So my best bet is that he would require new tooling or scale down that torso somehow. Finally, here is the Hellfire Club all together with both Black Queens displayed. And now for my on the shelf segment, here is the Hellfire Club displayed on my X-Men villains shelf. Had to readjust my villains shelf and move more of the oversized figures to the back to clear some room for the club in the front. I think my villains shelf is capped, so I'll have to find some more space. And now to wrap things up, my final rating for this set is a 10 out of 10 total awesomeness. Normally, I don't give perfect scores for incomplete teams and box sets, but I'll make an exception for this one. Let me just say first before I get into my final thoughts, is that this set is not for everyone. This is for the true diehard X-Men fans like myself that will appreciate this set the most. It's always been a dream set of mine that I always wanted for Legends, and maybe I'm a little biased because I love the Hellfire Club so much, but I can't help it as I love this set so much. And that's just how I feel. Now, I never had this much fun taking pics of figures in vanilla poses, and that's what's awesome about this team. You don't need fancy posing with them. Their presence alone feels powerful just standing together on the shelf. I'm happy with most of the paint, sculpt, articulation, and tons of accessories. Out of all the figures, Jean Grey is my favorite. Really love her look the most, and the fact that she has the Celine alternate head so you can display either Black Queen for your preferred Hellfire roster is perfect. They could have snuck in a Tessa head with her too and it would have worked. The classic White Queen is my most wanted out of this set, and I'm beyond thrilled to have her on my villains display finally. While I like the torso articulation given to the Hellfire Queens, would have been nice if they used the pinless tech for the legs. The new Storm has similar thigh-high boots, so I wished it was applied here. I like that Shaw and Pierce have some accessories they can share between each other, but the Chef Ramsay look-alike is missing his lamb sauce. I kid, but their scopes came out superb. Now we just need Leland and Mastermind. By giving us these four, I have no doubt that Hasbro will give them to us in a wave or multi-pack of some sort, hopefully next year. So for $80, we get 4 figures, which breaks down to $20 per figure. We get a shit ton of accessories, about 20 or more of them, and an amazing collector's box with extras such as a lithograph style plaque that sports high quality art, club invitation letter, and mansion diorama that makes it collector friendly to display your figures in and out of the box. Makes it worth more than the $80 price point in my opinion. I do feel we get more bang for our buck here. This is a must have for X-Men fans. So now I kick it back to you guys. What do you guys think of this set? Which X-Men box set would you like to see next? Marauders, Acolytes, Morlocks, Starjammers? Let me know, comment below. So that was my review. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Link is in the description below. If you want to purchase a custom made Hellfire Club diorama similar to the one you see in this video here, please visit my online shop at shopxmanny87.com to pre-order yours now. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace.